When school bullying is allowed to go on for years, the consequences can become far more terrifying. Craven was forced by his bullies to swallow bugs. They put a spider in his ear, pinned him down with nails, and even let insects crawl into his eyes. Craven once begged his parents for help, but all he got was blame and indifference. At his lowest point, Kat, the leader of the bullies, appeared again. Instead of apologizing, she tricked Craven into entering a cabin rumored to belong to a murderous butcher. When the other bullies saw Craven get captured, they immediately abandoned him and ran. By the time Craven woke up, he was locked in the basement. The butcher kept telling him that his parents no longer wanted him. He claimed he was the only person in the world willing to take Craven in. From then on, Craven was forced to live in the cabin. He once found a chance to escape, but after remembering his parents' coldness and years of bullying, he eventually chose to return. Years passed, and Craven grew from a helpless boy into an adult. Then one day, he discovered the truth in the butcher's journal. His parents had never abandoned him. They had been searching for him all along, only to be brutally killed by the butcher. Craven finally realized that he had spent years living a lie. Consumed by rage, he killed the butcher himself. He then took over the cabin and began wearing the mask the butcher had left behind. Years later, the people who once bullied Craven had all grown up. They had families of their own and believed the past had long been forgotten. But Craven had never forgotten. Before long, the 4 people who had bullied him were captured one by one. When they woke up, they were all locked inside the basement. Craven began using the same methods they had once used on him, forcing them to slowly experience the fear they had caused him as children. Only then did they begin to realize who the masked butcher really was. The former bullies tried to apologize to Craven. They insisted that what happened years ago was already in the past. But an apology that came years too late could never erase everything Craven had suffered. Even more ironically, once their lives were threatened, the old friends quickly turned on each other. Everyone blamed someone else. Some even attacked each other just to survive. Watching them, Craven became completely disappointed. All he wanted was for them to truly understand what they had done. But even at the end, they still cared only about saving themselves. Kat even used the same cruel words from the past, mocking Craven's family and everything he had been through. This time, Craven finally snapped. In the chaos that followed, the former bullies paid the price one after another. In the end, only one of them managed to escape the cabin. Years later, he finally returned to his wife and children. The experience seemed to have changed him completely. But more than a decade later, his 2 daughters had grown up, and they had started bullying others too. As the sisters tormented another victim, a familiar dark figure quietly appeared behind them. It seemed Craven's revenge had never truly ended.